Welcome to this next block of study on your PTLLS course. This is a one-week block of study which will help you to answer Assessment Theory Task B. The topic of this segment is planning your sessions to ensure inclusion. By the time you've completed this block of study, you should be able to identify the range of needs your learners may have, such as those to do with dyslexia, poor literacy or numeracy skills or lack of confidence, and you should be able to explain the methods and resources you'll use to promote inclusion and equality in your classes. This might include referral points to other practitioners. You should also be able to explain how you would embed communication, application of number and IT naturally into your specialist area. You should begin by watching Carol Thompson's video on inclusion and taking part in the activities in it. During this video, Carol will be looking at planning your sessions. She'll guide you through writing learning objectives and then have a look at approaches to learning, including teaching strategies and the learning resources that you might use in your classes. Then she'll look at embedding functional skills, which are literacy, numeracy and IT into your sessions. Then there follows a segment on making your lessons memorable. This includes looking at the learning pyramid and effective teaching strategies, such as using appetizers and taking a planned approach to your lesson creation. There's then a section on repetition, which is needed for effective learning and reflection upon learning. Carol closes by looking at a typical lesson plan and looking at meeting the needs of the individual through differentiation in that plan. When you've looked at Carol's video and taken part in the activities in it, it's time for you to take part in the two discussion activities that form part of this block. The first discussion topic is meeting learners' needs. What you'll do here is discuss the needs that your learners might have and the teaching methods and the resources that you'll use to promote equality and inclusion of all of your learners. Secondly, you've probably seen an awful lot in the papers and on other media about the skills agenda. In the UK, we have quite low skills levels compared to some other countries that we're actually competing with, particularly in terms of literacy, numeracy and ICT. This means that we need to embed these skills in our lessons wherever possible. Use the second discussion forum to describe how you will embed literacy, numeracy and ICT into your delivery. As usual, when you've taken part in the two discussion activities, it's time to reflect upon your learning in this segment. What have you learned during your investigation into inclusion and the activities in it? What effect will this have on your practice? And are there any actions that are needed as part of undertaking this module? As usual, when you've completed and written up your reflections, you should submit them electronically using Moodle. I hope you've enjoyed this segment on planning to ensure inclusion. Now that you've completed it, you should go straight on to Theory Task B and read the requirements for that task.